Okay, we're going to try to do this here and see if I can get up a little closer to the table, and I'll try to work behind the camera so you can see a little bit about what's going on, hopefully. I'm not very coordinated, so just bear with me. First of all, this is a Bible. This is my New King James Version Women's Study Bible. The Woman's Study Bible. Okay, the cover, I've shared this with y'all before, but I recovered it the other day. It comes with a cover that looks like this in the hardback, but they had this white emblem on the side that I've kind of covered up some, but it was smack dab in the middle, and I thought that was just didn't look very good. It bothered me. So I had covered it once before, and then I thought, no, I want something a little brighter, a little cheerier. So I recovered it the other day, and I did it differently this time. Try to tell you what I did. I wasn't planning on doing this part. I don't have anything in here with me, but I'll tell you what I did. You can figure it out. It's not hard. If I could do it, it's not hard. But anyway, what I did was I took some cardstock, okay, some cardstock paper, and I keep a lot of my supplies in this thing. And I'll show you what I'm looking here. Let me find where my cardstock stuff is here. Okay, I took this right here. Okay. Alright. I took this cardstock paper. Okay, it's got different kinds in it. Okay, they're just small sheets. Okay. And I took, I probably have some more of the ones that, I don't think I used them all. There's a lot of cute ones in this. They're bright and cheery. I wanted something bright and cheery. I had dark colors on it before because I was trying to coordinate it with the background. And I didn't want to do it that way this time. Well, I guess maybe I did use all that one. But you can tell what it is by looking at the cover. But anyway, that's what I used to cover it with. Whew. Anyway, what I did was I took 2 of those pages. Okay, I took the flowery ones, which was this one. Okay, and I put it was too big to do one big one, so I took one and a bit of another one, and I cut them to fit. Okay, and then I took washi tape and stuck them together here with washi tape, and then put a little God Leads I Follow sticker thing on it. Okay, and this was paper. Okay. Then what I did after I got it all stuck together and everything, then I decorated it. Okay, so I stuck stickers on it. Let's see if I can get this where the light don't glare. But I stuck stickers on it, little 3D little butterflies, little chicks, all kinds of little things on it, on the paper. You know, I got the paper all decorated the way I wanted. Then once I got that done, I took a sheet protector like that you would put your papers in to protect your papers, like in a notebook or something, and it's open on the top. Okay, so I put that on my Bible. Okay, so back here's where it started. You can still see a little bit of the white, faint white back there where it has the holes that you put it in your notebook. Okay, anyway, I started it there. I wrapped it around, and I glued it onto my Bible. I had to cut it to the height that I needed because, you know, an 8 by 10 piece of paper is a little bit higher. So I cut the length, the height of it down so it would fit my Bible size, okay? And then I glued it to my Bible. All right, so I got that done, and then I had the little open pocket on the top, okay? An open pocket here that I could even slide things down into if I wanted, but I'm not going to. That I know of, because I think it'll put too much tension on it. But anyway, the paper that I fixed, that I've got my stickers all on and everything, I laminated it. So I took a piece of laminating sheet and put it on there and laminated it. Okay, just self-laminating sheets. I don't have a machine. I just use laminating sheets from Walmart or wherever. I think the Dollar Tree might even have some. But anyway, I laminated it. Then I stuck it down in this top of this sleeve from this sheet protector. Okay, then I kind of glued it in there so it wouldn't shift. So this is glued in there. I would take it out and show you, but I can't because it's glued inside this plastic protector. Because I knew if I didn't put it in something, the paper would get all bent up It wouldn't last very long. So hopefully this will last a little longer. So anyway, then I put washi around the edges. Okay, put washi tape around the edges. See? Okay, and then where this came down on the side, I also slid stuff down inside there. Okay. Anyway, that's how I decorated my Bible. Okay, and then I just decorated the inside. One of my subscribers sent me a beautiful November's Butterfly poem that was used at her husband's funeral. I thought it was very pretty. I put that in my Bible. I thought it was so sweet of her to send that to me. I laminated it so it wouldn't get destroyed. And put that in there and put another card on the back. And of course I stuck stickers on my page here so it'd be pretty. I put the 10 steps to a happier family, rules to live by. I washi taped it. I did it as a tip in here. Just washi tape on each side so it stays in and you can flip it, okay? And just little things like that throughout the Bible. I've done just little things. Here's a notebook that I thought kind of coordinated with the back of my Bible, so I kind of keep it. But I just, I just mark in my Bible. I do just different stuff. Seems like I tinker more with the New Testament than the Old Testament. It just seems to be the way the Bible lessons go and stuff. But I do highlight. I put like little notes from church services and stuff in here that I've made up when I got home. I just put a little tip in of that there. That was cardstock paper. But anyway, that's how I do that part, okay? So, I didn't mean to get into all that, but I thought I'd better show you because I figured somebody might ask if they see this weird covering on my Bible. But anyway, whoops. Here is the Bible notebook that I made for this year. Okay, so, am I recording? Yeah, I am. Okay, sorry, I couldn't see the record. I thought, am I doing this all and not recording? Anyway, here's the notebook that I decorated up. It was just a plain blue notebook, but I put stickers on it and cherried it up a little bit. And this is what I do in my Bible journaling in, okay? This comes with some little divider things, and these come out. Let me find one that's a little easier to see, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, here's a red one. You can see it good. See these little tabbies in here? Those just pop out. You can move this anywhere in the book that you want to, okay? Okay, it has, I have some stickers that my friends have sent me and stuff in here. Some of my sisters on my Facebook group page, they send me things and stickers and different things. Very, very nice ladies. I really appreciate everything they do for me. But here are some of the pages that I've done. Okay. And all I do is I use the scripture writing for the month, and I always post one on our group, or you can find them on Pinterest. And there's several different ones. But I just went with, this one's, for instance, is for April. Okay. It gives you the 1st of April, and here is your verse for that day. And it just goes on and on throughout the month, okay? So what you do is, for instance, on January 3rd, it was Proverbs 10:26, okay? So I just write out the scripture, write out Proverbs 3, let me rephrase this. Okay, in January, I did a proverb a day. There's enough proverbs to do a proverb a day. So what I did was I wrote out my scripture writing for the day. I wrote out things in Proverb 3 that meant something to me that day. Okay, so I just did this part in January. So January 4th, I wrote my scripture writing for that day. And then I wrote my Proverb 4 verses that touched me that day. And I did that for every day. Proverb 5 for the 5th, so on and so forth. But I just use just pictures and washi tape. It does not have to be anything fancy. You can just write out the scripture. You don't have to do anything else. It doesn't matter. You just do whatever you want to do, okay? Sometimes I use my Minion stickers because I like the Minions and Hello Kitty and stuff. And I write those out. And I use little stickers, that just pretend these people are talking, and their thoughts and what they're saying. And just different, I just make it cute sometimes, and sometimes I just write the verses out, But you can use Dollar Tree stickers. You can draw. See, I don't draw. If you draw, that is wonderful. A lot of people draw, and I don't. Not very well, anyway. I might draw a flower or something every now and then, but that's about it. But just do different things like that. Now, February, I did not do the Proverbs through February, so all I did was my scripture writing. Sometimes I'll do the SOAP method, where I'll write the scripture, the observation, the application, and a prayer. Okay? Anything that you want to do, you just do it. Whatever you're led to do, there is no right way or wrong way. I love it when people share them so we can all, learn from each other, but you do not have to. Now, here's the SOAP method I did on this one. I just mix it up, so it's not the same all the time. Keeps it interesting. Deuteronomy 4:1-9 was my scripture, okay? And if there's a lot of verses, you don't have to write the whole verses out if you don't want to, or if you're unable to. You can write one of them, or however you want to do it, or just tell your thoughts about those verses. The observation, I talked about Moses. The application, I told how I would apply it in my life. And the P is for prayer, and a little prayer I said about it. And that's just, that's just one of the ways that you can do it. Let's see, sometimes I would divide my page up. Okay, this was around St. Patrick's Day, so I did a little bit of St. Patrick's Day stuff on here. I wrote set your clocks up an hour. This was the day we had to set our clocks up. So, the ladies that read my stuff, it might help them remember. But sometimes I divide it off into the different sections. Sometimes I just color a little bit, make my letters out and color them. Put a sticker here and there. It's just different things. You don't have to always copy every word in all the verses. As long as you read them and you get something from them, that is all that matters. It's between you and God. It's not a contest. Nobody's here to say mine's better than yours. It's not like that. If you're making it a contest and you want to see if you're better than somebody else, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons, okay? This is between you and God, and it's about what you get out of it, okay? Now, for instance, I write all my scriptures out on a little calendar, a monthly calendar, okay? And every day's, like April, I haven't done yet, but what I will do is I will take my April pages, okay, and I will go over to April. And on every day in April, I'm going to write down the verse for each day in my little block for that day, just like I did in March. Every day's verses. And I check them off as I go, so I know where I'm in it. Sometimes I get a day ahead, just in case, and especially if I know I've got something coming up that, might hinder me from getting it done, I will go on and do it ahead of time. So, anyway, that's how I do that. And I just write them in there. And here I've got the 28th, which is today. I always do a little bit ahead when I can. And I did that one yesterday. And my friend Lisa got me this calendar for Christmas, and I tell you what, I use that. It stays on my table, and that helps me so much in knowing what I have to do. And then on the back of each page is lined for like notes and stuff. I don't know if you can see those lines, but it is lined on the back there. But I've used this calendar so much, and I appreciate her. She sends me little goodies and stuff, and she's having a hard time right now. She lost one of her friends, and I've had a lot of people lately that have lost people or people that are ill, and I hope we all pray for those people. God knows who they are, and unspoken requests also. But that's how I do, how I know where I'm going to write my next scripture. I go to my Bible, and I find the scripture, and I write it. I don't always use this Bible. I have several Bibles. It just depends on which one I'm in the mood to use. I also have this book here that I love. It's the Complete Guide to the Bible, and it goes through every book of the Bible and explains things. So if you get kind of stuck, you can go to this, and it'll explain a little bit to you. A study Bible is also helpful because they have study helps in the bottom. You just have to remember those are someone's opinions, okay? So don't always go by just what that says. You read the Bible, you know how to figure out what it means. And there's plenty of study helps, even online, if you get like on a phone app or something, you know, you can find them that way. I have this book, or this pouch here. It's from 38. What is wrong with me? I haven't eaten today. That's what's wrong with me. I'm going to get hungry, hungry and angry. Create 365, okay? And anyway, I have different things in here. I love, love, love these stickers, and I'm saving those for something special. They are the bomb. One of my friends sent those to me, love her heart, and I'm saving those. I just love everything about these. Is so me. They're Indian looking, they're Aztec-y looking. I love them. So I'm saving those. I'm putting them on something where everybody can see them, probably in front of a Bible or something. I'm putting them somewhere and using them good. Also these, I love these. A friend sent me those. Here's my Merry Christmas stickers. I ain't using them right now. But I just get different things of stickers here, which you can see I've picked and choosed and used plenty of them out of here, but I've still got plenty left. I use those. This one has, every month has a theme, okay? Here's April for Easter, okay? And sometimes I use those if I just need to make my page a little cheerier, kind of down the dumps or something. That helps them. And over here on this side, I keep, let me raise you up just a tad here. Here we go. I keep stuff in here like, I need to organize a little bit better, but I keep my little washi tapes in here. I keep some that people send me that are on those little white cards. I love using those. I've got some loose ones in here. People send me different things that I use to decorate with and send me letters and prayers and things. I've got scissors that are have a cute edge to them, so it's not exactly straight all the time. I keep some of my things off of my calendar I just showed you that's on my table because they're beautiful pictures. I use those and glue them into my pages when I write. All kinds of different things. But I keep most of this stuff in here. So I get this out and kind of look through it and see what I'm kind of in the mood for to use. In here I have some more Traveler's Notebook inserts here because I do use a Traveler's Notebook sometimes when I do my Charles Stanley on Sunday mornings. I have a little amplified small Bible here. It's very nice. I like it. I have a notebook in here. I have a happy heart. I thought it was cherry. And here's where I've done some of my journaling that I was doing in this notebook at one time. See, I just stick papers in there, glue pages out of magazines I've done. Just different things. I think one of these I even used nail polish. I think that's what this one was I saw where it went to. I don't know what made me do that. I just had nail polish. I'm like, wonder what else smear nail polish on here would look like. I mean, you can do anything you want. There, that's nail polish. I have no idea what made me do that. But see, I just take pictures out of magazines and calendars and just different things and decorate them. But here's where I did these. And this was, I think, what I used last year toward the end of the year. Then I changed notebooks. But anyway, I keep this in here in case I want to take notes or something. Here was my scripture writing for December that I used that in last. And I just put it all back in here. And it's ready for the next time I need it. And keep me a couple of ink pens in there. Then this also has another side. And in this side, I have different ink pens. Okay. Colored pencils, ink pens. I have scented ink pens in here. All different kinds of stuff. The scented ink pens are kind of cool. And I think I might have told you all this story before, but when I worked, I had reports I had to turn in all the time, and they were a pain in the petite. And anyway, I'd use scented ink pens and scented markers and turn them in, and my boss would be in there, and he'd be like, I smell blueberries. I'm like, huh. And I'd use my blueberry ink pen, and he's looking for blueberries. Has anybody got muffins? What is that? I'll just walk off. I don't say nothing. One day, big cherries. You know, I smell cherries. Strangest thing. You're weird. Oh, I was a little mean. Here's some Jelly Roll Metallics. I like them real well. I got some little Bible verse marker pages that I like to use. I was using those all the time. I got out of the habit. I've got Post-it notes in here. Little page flags. I just have all kinds of stuff in here. And here's some more stickers that I haven't even opened up yet. I'm waiting on a time that I'm possessed to do that, here's some more cards that people have sent me. Here's my little chicks. Some of them I used on my Bible cover. Here's some flowers. And let's see, I had another little marker highlighter thing in there. But anyway, that's what was in that side. So this really holds a lot, and you can fit a lot in it and hold all your supplies, or some of them. I've got a lot of things in a lot of different places, and I really need to get more organized, to be honest with you. I'd like to have something I can organize all my stuff in. But anyway, this zips up nice. It holds plenty, and I don't really have too much trouble with it. It has dual zippers, which really helps because it goes up each side. So it makes it zip a little bit easier. She says that she's trying to zip it. There we go. But anyway, there's that. But that's the gist of how I do it. I just get my scripture for the day, write it out. If I want to use stickers, I do. It's just whatever notion strikes you. I've got this little thing that has all kinds of notepads and stuff in it. I have a slew of stuff on the table. I've got a bunch of page flags. I've got this little highlighter. I thought it would be cool, but I'm on the fence. It's all right, but I don't know. But anyway, then also, while I've got this out here, let me show you this real quick. I hope I'm not boring y'all. Okay, this is just a Franklin Covey planner, okay? And I've just got little things in here, little cards and fillers, just things to put in there. I've got a little zip pouch here that I keep some things in. This is another thing that I do daily, or almost daily. Almost daily. There's some days I don't get to this part, but I just pick up where I left off. But I use these, our Daily Bread devotionals, which are very, very good. You can go to ourdailybread.org. They will send them to you. This is In Touch by Charles Stanley. They will send them to you. They are free, but I encourage people to send them a donation of some kind. You can pay it with your little credit card or debit card or something on their site. And I just don't feel right taking stuff for free all the time. I think it's nice to give back to those that are giving. So I encourage you, if you do this, even if you just give $5 or $10, it's better than nothing. And they can put it to good use. But I use those. I've got this just set up just for lists and things. But this I use just for my Bible study, basically, mainly, anyway. Right here, I'll try to mark where I'm at. I haven't done it. I didn't do anything yesterday. Yesterday, my dad had some injections in his back, and he's doing really well so far. But today, I'll do the 28th, or the reading for the 28th out of these. And what I do is I usually just pick one of these that has really touched me for that day, and I do my Bible versing on that. I either write down parts of what this says in this booklet, or I'll write out a Bible verse that it pertains to. I just do it different ways. Here, I can show you a little bit. That was the door. Oscar's liable to come in here. But anyway, I just do different parts, like the obeying God requires two things, knowledge and courage. Okay, I got that out of the Open Windows devotional, and there's what I did for that one. Like I said, I do them almost every day, not always every day, but I'm pretty close to getting on them every day. But if I don't, if it becomes to where I'm just doing it to say I did it to get it over with, I'm not doing it that day. That's not the point. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. It's to mean something to you. Even if I just write the verses out and sit and study on them for just a few minutes, I'm getting something out of it. So if you're doing it just to say you're doing it and you're not getting anything out of it, you need to recheck yourself, because it's easy to fall into that trap. And I just encourage you, to do that. But you can do however you want to do it. This is just a few of the things I do. I've got this little thing that has all kinds of little highlighters and pens and things. I love ink pens, highlighters. I've got this book of stickers of things that people, excuse me, people have given me these stickers and stuff, and I've got them in here in books. I've got my Minions, and just all different kinds, and I've put them in these little sleeves, like, these are like little versions of the big sleeve that I use to cover my Bible with. But anyway, I've got